today's class, we will discuss on the set 5 of Santali alphabet, series A. First, we see the print letter with its utterance. A, F, add, N, add. Then we see the writing letter. A, F, add, N, add. A is a vowel, other are consonants. This is the fifth set of the Santali alphabet. Let's take a closer look at each of them one by one. As we explore each letter one by one, you will see how their forms can be learned and remembered more easily. So, let's get started and dive into set 5 of Santali alphabet. The first letter of the set we have here is A. This letter is pronounced A in Santali. It is a vowel. It is called Raha Arang. A is framed from the picture of flowing of watery mud. Dear learners, to write A, in the first step, we will draw a semicircle from left to right on top. In the second stroke, we draw a diagonal from the end of the semicircle downward left up to bottom. In third stroke, draw the semicircle right upward. In this way, A is graphically written. This letter occurs in all positions in word as initially, medially and finally from the viewpoint of orthography. The examples are as follows. Word initially, it can appear in air, means scatter. Word medially, it can appear in map, means eye. Word finally, it can appear in dare, means tree. A has a separate handwritten form. It looks like. Now let's try to write the letter A. To write A, we will draw a curve from left to right on top. Then it will curve downwards to the left. Then it will curve slightly upwards to the right without any pause. You have now successfully written the letter A. The second letter of the set is F. This letter is pronounced F in Santali. It is a consonant. It is called Keche Arang. When two persons come toward and cross each other, but they don't meet, this circumstance is called apre in Santali. From this image, Santali letter F is consisted. Dear learners, to write F in the first step, we will draw a vertical line from top to bottom, and in the second stroke, draw a small slanted line downwards on the left. From there, draw a curve downwards from left to right. In the third stroke, draw a vertical line upwards from inside the curve, and finally draw a small slanted line from top to right, and from there draw a curve to the left, then meet and cross the first vertical line on top. In this way, F is graphically written. This letter occurs in all positions in word as initially, medially and finally from the viewpoint of orthography. The examples are as follows. Word initially, it can appear in pe, means tree. Word medially, it can appear in hapa, means stick. Word finally, it can appear in kuluk, means lock. App has a separate handwritten form. It looks like this. Now let's try to write the letter using some simple steps. To write app, we will draw a curve from left middle to bottom on the right. Then it turns to the left upward near starting, and again it bends downward right and cross the curve. And finally, after crossing, draw a small slanting line from left to right upward without stopping. You have now successfully written the letter F. The third letter of this set is AD. This letter is pronounced AD in Santali. It is a consonant. It is called Keche Arang. AD is framed from the picture of sitting posture of a man on floor. Dear learners, to write AD in the first step, we will draw a semicircle from top to bottom on the left side, and its end draw a vertical line till the top. Finally, from the end of the vertical line, draw a semicircle from top to bottom on the right side. In this way, AD is graphically written. This letter occurs in all positions in word as initially, medially, and finally from the viewpoint of orthography. The examples are as follows. Word initially, it can appear in data, means tooth. Word medially, it can appear in kada, means buffalo. Word finally, it can appear in ad, means barricade. Ad has a separate handwritten form. It looks like this. Now let's try to practice the letter AD. To write AD, we will start with a small curve in the middle from left to right upwards and bend it from top to right to left, and it will draw downwards up to bottom. Then draw a curve upwards on the right side, and from there draw a curve downwards from right to left, and finally draw it upwards from left to right and cross the curve in the middle without stopping. In this way, you can practice writing perfectly AD. The fourth letter of the set is N. This letter is pronounced N in Santali. It is a consonant. It is called Keche Arang. Threshing of rice by the legs in particular way is called N in Santali. From this image, N letter is consisted. To write N in the first step, we will draw a vertical line from top to bottom and then draw a semicircle from the bottom of the vertical line to the right. Then draw a diagonal upwards to the right from the point where the vertical line and the semicircle meet. Finally, connect the top of the vertical line to the diagonal from left to right by a semicircle. In this way, N is graphically written. This letter occurs in all positions in word as initially, medially, and finally from the viewpoint of orthography. The examples are as follows. Word initially, it can appear in nahel, means plow. Word medially, it can appear in nonol, means pen. Word finally, it can appear in san, means go. N has a separate handwritten form. It looks like this. Now let's practice writing this letter N. To write N, we will draw a small slanted line from left to right upwards and draw a vertical line from top to bottom and bend the line upwards on the left side and cross the vertical line near the top. Thereafter, draw a deep curve from top to bottom right. Finally, draw a small slanted line from left to right upward without stopping. Okay? In this way, you can practice writing perfectly. The fifth letter of this set is AD. This letter is pronounced AD in Santali. It is a consonant. It is called Keche Arang. When a river leaves its old course and take a new course is called Arad. From this image, AD is consisted. Dear learners, to write AD in the first step, we will draw a semicircle on top from left to right. And in second stroke, draw a vertical line from the right end of the semicircle to bottom. In third stroke, draw a diagonal downward from the joining of the vertical and semicircle. Finally, connect the bottom of the vertical line to the diagonal from left to right by a semicircle. In this way, AD is graphically written. This letter occurs in two positions in word, as medially and finally from the viewpoint of orthography. The examples are as follows. Word medially, it can appear in gurgu, means pistol. Word finally, it can appear in hor, means man. AD has a separate handwritten form. It looks like this. Now let's try to write the letter AD using some simple steps. To write AD, we will draw a small semicircle in the middle from left to right and then left downwards, and draw a curve from left to right at the bottom. Then draw it upwards and curve it from right to left downwards and cross the curve at the bottom. After crossing, it also turn upwards to the right without stopping. In this way, you can practice writing perfectly. Okay learners, let us finish our today's lesson. Keep on practicing these letters for perfection. See you in the next class. Thank you.